Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today guys, of course, here continuing Ben 10. This is Ben 10 Season 2, Episode 9, Tough Luck. Last week's episode was beyond bonkers, one of the most insane episodes in my personal opinion of Ben 10. We had a Mayan ancient sword that apparently had the power, if you swiped it, it could destroy cities or whatever, and it basically makes you the ruler of everything. I'm not really sure all the details, but there was a lot of information that was just dumped on us by Max to Gwen and Ben after apparently this mask was located that may find the sword. And apparently people were commenting in the reaction saying, if you look at the information Max had pulled up while talking about it, somewhere along the lines it says something about where it's a myth, and that pretty much implies that it's actually not real. And so when it was pulled and everything, and it just disintegrated, it just evaporated like nothing, that it indeed was fake. I mean, there was a Mayan god that was protecting a fake sword, but still we had a fucking Mayan god that was freaking protecting, and it was Poker, how do you pronounce his name? Like the actual god, the mask that was found, that's the god that was protecting the sword that actually didn't, maybe back then it did have the powers. It could do what it was claimed to be. I mean, Max became obsessed with it. So it's like, okay, this is pretty serious shit. I mean, he literally got so obsessed, he was kind of forgetting about the more important things, like his grandkids. But yeah, so it was a pretty intense episode. Not really fighting an alien. We're fighting a Mayan god. Like, it was just so bizarre. Like, holy shit, like, this is very different than what I'm used to seeing from Ben 10. But I really enjoyed the episode. I really appreciated it for being different and for being kind of crazy, because I'm like, okay, how far can they take this? And literally we get to the point where there's a sword, oh yeah, and there's a Mayan god. So like, oh, okay, so we're going that far with it. Because I mean, the episode before was even crazier in terms of camp fear and everything like that, and this entity or whatever, this ancient like species or whatever that could control plants and shit. It's just bonkers amount of episodes of Ben 10 back to back, and now we have Tough Luck here. I'm curious to see what we're going to do with this episode, guys. I'm loving the hell out of the show. I cannot get enough of the show. I know you guys are enjoying the videos, and I really appreciate you guys supporting the videos, and the playlist is there for all my Ben 10 reactions so far. In case you guys are behind, or if you missed an episode, it's always there for you guys to click. It's in the cards and also in the description all the time. Anyways, here we go. Ben 10, Season 2, Episode 9, Tough Luck. Let's go. Okay. That noise every time she opens the bag.
Major jailbreaks aren't exactly easy
Oh!
to pull off, you know.
Oh my gosh, him?
Will show me respect, my dear niece, or you will suffer the...
Lucky Girl. Wait, you're going after Lucky Girl? Oh, I thought it was the RV. I'm like, wait, what happened? They're like, the fuck? Come on.
Everything's all right.
My new hip's out of whack. I'm first.
Just help them off the bus. Come on.
Magic convention?
Oh, she's excited for that because she was looking at magical shit. And then this is happening.
Okay, well, nice seeing you again, Uncle. I'm out of here.
I don't think you're out of there. No, you're not leaving.
Need my service.
Magician of the
Magician
Year.
of the Year Expo?
Not many people there.
It's all cheap junk and gross out tricks.
That's the keystone or whatever.
I'll take it.
Okay, you take it.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a part of the act? Is it an act? Maybe not. I don't know. Whoa. What the hell? That maneuvers. He's like Spider-Man with goo. Using webs. She's back in her Lucky Girl uniform, really? Okay. Alright.
Looks like it's one of the charms of
Yeah,
the
and
web.
Hex, or is his name Hex? I think his name's Hex, is coming after you.
Fighting that hex creep.
Hex creep, yep.
I thought I did. You are so lucky.
Well, for now, until Hex and his niece show up.
Ben 10 is at your service.
I'll be the volunteer. Oh boy, Ben.
Boy goes in.
He's like, what the hell's going on? Jesus. Give me the keystone. Yeah,
He's up to his old tricks.
of course he is. Tricks.
Good job
The
for
wording.
Lucky Girl.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah. And Lucky Girl. Oh. Take some rings. Really? I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Uh-oh. Oh.
I'm not just lucky anymore.
Yeah.
I'm totally
Okay, you can totally kick butt.
Is that the best you got?
Yeah, it's gonna... Wait a minute. Oh, shit.
Get off of me, dog breath.
Dog breath. Wow.
See you around.
That bag has so many tricks in it. So many things. Broke the one with the other one. Push.
Get off and drive them toward me like lambs to the slaughter.
Yes, Uncle.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're getting lost. They're not together. Oh, shit. There you go.
Time for a surprise party.
I don't think you're going to be able to surprise. Oh, it's her. Ooh.
Not so tough without your bag of tricks, are you? My name's Charmcaster. I'm Hex's niece.
Okay,
You know what he's
yeah.
like.
Yeah,
Doesn't take
we do.
no for an answer. If he performs the ritual of Bazel with the keystone at the highest point during the eclipse,
Yeah.
he can recreate all the other charms you destroyed.
Little bats. Do you hate bats?
Thank you. I will never forget this.
So she actually is good?
Is it mean or was that a bit weird?
Yeah, what are you going to do, man? Give me the keystone.
We'll see each other soon.
Oh, he took it.
Keystone.
He took it, that's why.
It's gone.
Dang.
Charmcaster.
Oh.
Innocent was genius.
All you should care about is how to stop Hex and Charmcaster before they recreate
Yeah.
those other charms.
Can you imagine?
Ritual.
Yeah, don't come up here. Yeah, go back down.
What can I do without my powers?
Well, you can do
Never needed
something.
magic powers to help out before.
Exactly.
Hestida, Caesar.
I'm helping. I'm helping. I'm helping bring back the charms. Oh, God. Well, they tried.
Your silly stunt has gained you nothing.
Oh, my God.
I forgot how much fun this thing is.
Jesus. Okay, so is the watch gonna start working yet? Oh, my God. Ooh. Oh, a roller coaster? Of course. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Who's gonna turn into?
Time for forearms of fun.
It's not gonna be forearms. Nope, not forearms. Drunks. Okay, this is bad timing. Get back up there. Get back up there.
Change in plans. I get the power
What?
of the keystone
Of
and
course
the
you do.
charms,
Of
and
course you
get
do.
Squat. Just needed a master magician to perform the
It's all been a
recreation.
trick.
And now that that's
Oh my
done,
gosh. She's played the long game.
now, that staff only works in the hands of a master magician. Okay.
Oh. We're breaking them. There you go. Sweet. Are all their magic gone now? Because the staff, that purple stuff came from him too, and what the hell?
Looks like the magic's gone.
Hmm.
And Lucky Girl along
But the
with
staff
it.
worked.
Don't be too bummed.
Yep. She just knows how to do it. Oh? Okay, we have a lot to talk about from this episode. So many things happen. Oh my gosh, what a great episode. The return of Hex. The return of Hex and his niece. I was thinking maybe daughter after we see Hex show. I'm like, oh. But then right away, they say niece. But his niece, Charmmaster. Okay, okay. Let's first talk about the final minutes of the episode because a lot of things happen there. So it seems that the magic was depleted from the staff, Hex, and Charmaster with the purple like rising out of them or whatever, like implying something's happening to them after Ben as Wildvine. I think that's the name of the new alien he turned into a couple episodes ago. He turned into that one again. He's like, forearms time. Like, it's not gonna be forearms because you announced it. You're not gonna get it, Ben. And so he destroys, I think, all of the, or most of them or whatever. He destroyed the charms that were being basically reborn from the keystone, because Hex loves, throughout the episode, he kept saying the phrase, give me the keystone, I have the keystone. Like, they got it, dude. But then the keystone comes back, and it was on the bracelet that basically created Gwen to become Lucky Girl again. And there was a picture of Lucky Girl in Hex's jail cell. Anyways, that's kind of random. Like, okay. I mean, just to kind of remind him, this is the person who moved me in here, and she destroyed all the charms. I hate Lucky Girl. Got it. So then she gets it back, and she puts it on the bracelet, and she's like, well, she's like, she didn't feel the difference. But then she gets on the hoverboard and flying it around. And I don't know if that's implying that, like, if that one aspect is like she's going to dress up as Lucky Girl and she's going to fly on that hoverboard or whatever, but then it goes to the keystone and there's a little gleam of light, like implying the magic may still be there, implying she may become Lucky Girl because she didn't destroy it or get rid of it or whatever. She put it back on the bracelet. So that's implying maybe we're going to see more Lucky Girl in the future, maybe in terms of like actually having the luck or whatever. It's pretty crazy how they brought all that back, because literally just bringing Hex back I thought was interesting, but I didn't realize that was also going to bring in some sort of fashion Lucky Girl returning. Like, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, because they could have easily done the episode without having Gwen to become Lucky Girl again, dressing up and actually having luck and everything, but interesting stuff there. It really was, and I think they really handled it pretty well. But there's a lot of things there in terms of like, is the magic really gone? Probably not. And it's just implying Gwen's going to use the hoverboard and she's going to be flying around now. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do moving forward. So, with all of that, we got introduced to, like I mentioned in the beginning of the review portion here, Charmcaster. I almost said Charmaster. Charmcaster, the niece of Hex. Now, what I loved how they approached handling her characters. Number one, I like her design, and I like the little bag that she has. Like, when she opens up, you hear this noise, like this noise, and she can pull anything out the Hex's staff, all the shit she can just pull out of the bag, and it's like her way of like having all of her stuff she can carry around to use for whenever she needs it. So it's kind of interesting how that works. It's like basically a never-ending, you know, like it's never going to be full. It's always just going to have shit in it. It's kind of bizarre, but I like the design of that. But the way they approached her character was that when they're out there in like the desert or whatever, and there's some sort of like fire, and you know, he's trying to find the location of the keystone, they made it seem like Charmcaster doesn't want to be there. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to go now. And he's like, no, you cannot leave. And then it's like, okay, so she doesn't want to actually be there. She just wants to go. But then again, like, why'd she break him out of prison? But okay, so she just wants to go. But then when there's that altercation, the fight going down, she's, of course, fighting alongside with her uncle. But then when she runs into Lucky Girl, Gwen, she has this moment of like, wow, I didn't want to do this. My uncle forced me. I'm like, well, I mean, you're kind of right. I mean, that's what we saw. So I thought, okay, so she truly is actually working, like, she's not, so, sorry, lose my train of thought. It's early in the morning. I'm still trying to wake up. But it's the fact that it's playing like she didn't want to be there. And I believed her. And then when she was hugging Gwen, like, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. He's like, stay with Grandpa Max. Stay with him. We're going to go defeat your uncle. I'm like, no, you're not. But then they realize after Hex just randomly leaves, after he rises out of the pool of water, he's like, I am the water god. He didn't say that, but you get my point. He just leaves, and then she realized, oh, the keystone's gone. And then when she was getting hugged by Charmcaster, she took it. She took the keystone. And then they wait till the end of the episode when they're actually the eclipse and everything. They're at the highest point in Las Vegas or whatever. Yeah, it's Las Vegas. They're the highest point there. And this is where they're going to be able to use the keystone to bring back, basically rebirth the charms that were destroyed when Hex was first introduced in the show, when Lucky Girl Gwen destroyed them. Because she could have easily stayed as Lucky Girl, but she decided to destroy all the charms. But when this is happening, the final moment, she turns on her uncle. Charmcaster turns on her uncle and goes, I'm going to be the one with this, and this. Oh, it's going to be me. Like, okay, so you have bigger ambitions than I thought. So the whole trick of you wanting to actually leave and everything, you knew your uncle was going to force you, even though you're going to pretend to be forced to do something, but then you're going to pretend to say, I'm against my uncle. Please help me. Take the keystone, and then I'm going to turn on my uncle. A lot of stuff there, but I liked how they handled that, because it was really interesting to go, oh, okay, you're going to betray your uncle now. It's not about, he didn't force you to do shit. You're pretending so that you can get all that. It's pretty good. It's pretty well handled. And I just like the dynamic where we see Hex's different abilities and then seeing Charmcaster's different abilities in terms of how they approach using their magic. Also, too, they made a point for Charmcaster to say, because Gwen's holding the staff, it's like, only a master or whatever of magic or whatever can use that staff, and the staff actually worked. Don't know if that's implying that Gwen is a potential master of magic, because like she's obsessed with magic. Like, she was looking at stuff on the computer before that bus that was about to fall over, which I thought for a second was the RV. I'm like, what happened to the RV? But then Ben has forums had to help those old people off the bus. It's like, are you seriously gonna leave us? Because yeah, that it was a huge drop from the top of the bus down to the ground. So like, yeah, they could get hurt. So yeah, Ben, you should help them, and he did. But he mentioned the magic show, and Gwen just brightens up. She's like, magic show? So she got really excited there. But it was really well done in terms of how they approached the return of Hex, how they introduced a new character, Charmcaster, who I feel like is a great addition to the show. And then all of the ending implications of like, well, maybe the magic isn't truly gone, and then Gwen is going to be potentially using the hoverboard, all that. Just thinking back on that random moment where Charmcaster gets hit with a bowling pin, and it turns and there's Max just holding another one. It's like, I gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, what else is he gonna do? And then when she's throwing those rings, like rings, and then she throws one that's rolling at Max, but then it grows bigger, and it's bigger than him. Like, that's scarier. Throwing a bunch of rings, that ain't gonna do shit. But, and then those little things that expand, and they become those stone, like, creatures or whatever, that was kind of cool. And then seeing, I think Gwen broke one on another one. Like, she swung it, had a hold of one, and then broke another one. It was like, Jesus Christ. Intense stuff. It was really cool. It was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it because I wasn't sure what to expect here, especially with that opening. But then, well, I mean, opening with Hex and Charmcaster, but I wasn't sure where it was going to be heading. And it literally heads to Lucky Girl's return. Potential magic is still around because she still has the keystone that potentially gives her the ability to become Lucky Girl again. She has the hoverboard, and potentially magic could be gone unless something reactivates, or maybe the implication is magic's not truly gone, so Hex and Charmcaster could return at some point. I'm assuming that's probably what they're also hinting at too, with the little glow from the keystone, that maybe the magic wasn't truly just, gone, like destroyed because of what Ben did as Wildvine. I think that's the name of the alien. Anyways, that was cool to see that alien. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. I was honestly thinking like, he's saying forearms, he's probably gonna get is the name's Accelerate? Is that the name of the one, or is that something else? I'm really thinking, I'm trying. There's like certain things I'm like thinking like, no, that's another show I'm watching. That's another show I'm watching. But I honestly wasn't expecting the new one. I was honestly expecting like, maybe in Cannonbolt, like something. I just wasn't sure what alien he was gonna get. So when he gets Wildvine, I'm like, oh, interesting choice. Well, he wasn't wanting that one, but he had to think on the fly there. So, or think in the moment. He could go, because I love when he has to rethink his whole plan, because he's like, I'm going to turn into this alien, I'm going to do this, because he's probably thinking ahead a little bit what he's going to do when he turns into the alien he wants, and he doesn't get it. So he has to rethink his whole plan. So anyways, that's the video. That's the reaction. What do you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Well, obviously, I think a lot of you guys already know what's going to be happening moving forward because you've seen the show. You're just watching me go through the show. But what do you think about this episode in particular? Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.